Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. To my previous subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video in particular, we're going to be talking about the Peter Hegseth. I think that's how you pronounce his name. But anyway, besides the point, we're going to talk about his leak, his text bubble leak about the war in Yemen, or them planning and the sensitive classified information that has been sent accidentally to the Atlantic journalist. I'm going to talk about that in today's video. Now, if you want to go watch my other video that I talked about the chat leak that's going to be coming out and be exposed, go watch my video. I'll put that in the link in the description below, and I will also put it towards the end of this video if you want to watch it right after this video. But that video was recorded around February 13th, 2025. So it was about a little bit more than a month that I did that video. But anyway, let's do this. Let's see what's up. I don't know what we're walking into. It's going to be a blind reading, if you will. It's just kind of like, all I know is that it has something to do with Yemen, it has to do with Peter Hegseth, he leaks classified information, yada yada, you know, all that information. Anyway, this video is being recorded on Wednesday, March 26th at 12:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as of when this video is being recorded. Now, this video is just for entertainment purposes only, and for educational purposes only as well. Alright, so if you want to help out this channel grow, you can do so by liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting the bell icon, and let me know in the comment section below what you do think, and even watching the video longer than normal helps the algorithm. Now, you also want to be notified when I do post and upload. Go into the description or the comment. You can follow my Blue Sky account or my Facebook group, and I'll be happy to have you then. I will personally notify you. So when I post next, you'll be updated without having to rely on YouTube. Alright, so let's begin. Let's see what's going on here. I want to keep the intro short and sweet, so let's do this. So Spirits Angels, tell me about Peter Hegseth chat leak that he sent, his text messages that he sent to, what's it called, the Atlantic journalist. Okay. Okay, so the first thing I'm getting here is information that they want war. That's what I'm being told right now. They are aching. The 45 administration is aching for a war. They want a war for some reason. So this was actually planned to be leaked. This doesn't seem like it was on accident. This feels like it was planned. What we have here, the first thing is we have the Page of Wands, and the first word I'm hearing as I'm lifting this card up was incompetence. Right? Incompetence in the future. It's not in the past tense. What happened, that the leak, was in the past, and when we're reading this. So the wall means the past. Anything in the open area here means the future. Makes sense, right? Because the past is already solidified. But the future, well, is still open. So here you have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is heading in the direction of the future, was heading for this text bubble with Peter Hegseth. Is saying that there's going to be more incompetence along the way. Now, keep this in mind too, the energy in the aura is feeling very much like as if this was planned. I want to ask this guide if that is the case. Here, the first card that we come in as well is the Justice card. Right? This is the Republican. This is trying to maintain the chip, the battle chip. Trying to level out that level field. That's what the intention here. The intention is that, oh, we can cut all these people, we can do it ourselves. Not realizing the increase in the workload. There's a reason why those people were employed in the first place. Here you have is the 8 of Wands, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 9 of Wands. But the 9 of Wands is reversed. And the 9 of Wands is telling me here that there is not much trouble as one may think, but not all is what it seems, is what it feels like. Because he has here that he's going to go into trouble in the future when it comes to his incompetence. The reason why he's not getting in trouble now is because it was planned. This was planned, so he can't get in trouble for something that was originally in the works, something that was originally planned to happen. This is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is talking about incompetence in the future. This card is reversed because it's going to be something that he does that's not planned. This was planned. And here you have the Knight of Swords. This is a warning. This is a warning, and it's not necessarily a warning for Peter Hegseth. It's a warning for countries around the world that the U.S. is ready and actively willing to engage in any sort of combat or conflict if it disagrees with the United States. That's the warning. Does not matter if it had to do with Yemen or not. Yemen was one of those little lambs, if you will. It's a warning that the U.S. is willing to use its military against anybody, whether they are allies or not. Here you have the Hermit card. There's darkness here, dark intentions. And also the bottom of the card here is we have the Four of Cups, opportunity. I don't feel like the U.S. is going to... Are they going to attack Yemen, Spirit? Okay, so they're telling me that the U.S. is not going to attack Yemen, but they gave me a but here. They said the U.S. may actually send missiles to Yemen, but it's not going to be a full-out, full-scale conflict. That's not what this is. Therefore, it's not war. But the U.S. may send missiles to Yemen, but it's not going to go to war with Yemen. Here, the next card underneath this Hermit card, Darkness, is the Queen of Pentacles. This has to do with the distraction of the economy of stock market. So what they're trying to do, like I said before in the other readings in the past, that it felt like as we get closer to March 30th and we start to enter in the phase of where the economy and the stock market is likely to crash sometime in April, because the energy is very ripe, the 45 administration here is saying here that the Queen of Pentacles is being used as an opportunity to distract the people from deviate from the attention of the economy and the stock market and to shift it into wartime, which makes people more forgiving of the economy. But also at the same exact time, what they're essentially trying to do is use the arm industry and the weapon industry to prop up the economy. That's the goal here. The intention is to prop up the economy through war. And the next card here also on the top here is we have a leader amidst the chaos. Instead, it's calmness with a chaotic leader. It makes a lot of sense because we have a chaotic leader trying to create problems when there's peace. And that's why it's coming in at the Four of Cups here. The Four of Cups is opportunity, seizing the opportunity, all talk, no action. Here you have the Hermit card here reversed, which means darkness and trying to intentionally divert attention away from the economy and onto wartime. Was this intentional? Yes or no, Spirit? Yes. Okay, we have the High Priestess card. It was planned. The High Priestess card is telling me it's planned. It was something that they already initiated. It was a warning, like I said before. It was a warning. Here's the Empress. This is like a Russia type energy. It's telling me this was the Russian strategy. I don't know if the Russians do this. I don't know. So don't take that 100%. But if you want to confirm or correct me in the comment section below whether or not this was a strategy employed by the Soviets or even by the Russians currently, was this a strategy employed? I can't tell you or confirm that, but it is saying here that this was a strategy that was confirmed by the Russians, according to what the cards are saying. Now, at the top of the deck here, we have the Two of Pentacles. Means it's still shaky water. It's still being decided. But one thing is certain: it was pre-planned. It just was planned. So, with all that being said here, now that we know that it's planned, again, this video is just for entertainment purposes only. Everything I do or say in this video is just for life purposes only. Okay, let's go and take a quick look and see what is the future now that this warning has been put out openly and this was intentionally planned. Okay, let's see. Spirits and angels tell me, now that we know that this was planned intentionally, and it was offered as a warning to countries that the U.S. is willing and able to employ its military against nations who disagree with the United States. What does this mean for what does this mean for the world? Yeah, let's go with that. What does this mean for the world? I'm hearing the words, he's going to pull a Hitler. He's going to pull a Hitler. He's going to pull a Hitler. That's what I'm hearing. And I keep hearing it on repeat. At least we know what card represents NATO now. We have the Two of Swords fighting on the bottom. And here at the top, fighting. The intention is to start a world war. That is what 45 is trying to do. He's trying to initiate a war. The first card here, we have the King of Cups. We have, like I said, a chaotic leader among calm waters, making chaos when there is peace. That's what that card comes in. That's why it comes in as he's going to pull a Hitler, like Germany. like Greenland, like Cuba, like the Panama, Mexico, those things that I talked about. Now, we talked about all those videos in the past about what he planned to do with Greenland, Panama, Cuba. I will put the link to those videos in the description below if you want to watch them. Highly recommend you go ahead and do it because it really helps you understand why and everything is happening. It's known as the Trump doctrine. But essentially, with the King of Cups here, the King of Cups is saying he's going to pull a Hitler, he's going to create problems when there is no problem. Here you have the death card. The story is not over. Whatever is going on here, the story is not yet over. It's still being finished. It's still being completed in some formality. That's why the death card comes in. Because something is still being in the works. Something is still in the works. And what's being in the works here? We have the King of Pentacles. This is the 45. This is the United States. It's the card that represents the United States at this point. The King of Pentacles. This is 45 in the Actus. It comes in at the star because it's telling me here it has to do with the Gemini and Taurus. Some of them keep getting Gemini and Taurus here, but this has to do with the United States. This is the United States at the moment under 45's reign. It's represented here with the King of Pentacles, which is interesting because it comes here at the Ace of Swords. So what is the intention? What's coming in the future in terms of the energy, where we heading? We have the Ace of Swords. Not direct conflict, but indirect conflict. That's what's coming. And it's going to be indirect conflict between the United States and NATO. NATO comes in at the Queen of Cups. NATO is represented the Queen of Cups, the calm water. Look at that calm water. I'm trying to contain something. We're keeping a close eye on that containment. Which means that NATO is actually engaged in actually watching what the United States does. They see the United States the way that they see Germany back in 1932, 1939, whatever. The thing is that NATO is watching the United States very closely. And it's trying to contain it. You see the water is very tranquil right now. It's not moving. The woman is on dry land. But eventually, this guy will create enough power, enough chaos, that the water will start to rise in NATO. And NATO will now have to start to drop something going forward. The top of that here is the 5 of Swords here. 45 is going to initiate something that's going to target 5 nations in particular. And this is going to be because of ill intention, but it also has to do with resources. In some way, the country offers a resource that he is seeking to do something in order to orchestrate that plan. And it has to do with not him taking that. So he's going to say it's going to be because of resource, but not knowing, the people not knowing that those resources are actually going to be meant for the person he's going to hand it over to. So once he takes over a country or land, it's going to go to another country. It's going to go and get handed over to maybe Russia or China. Something to pay off something, to pay off a debt. Now what's the bottom of the card here? We have the 2 of Swords, which means something is still in deciding. Something is still being decided, whether or not something can occur, something cannot occur. This is important because it has the eclipse here, the partial solar eclipse. Well, it's not a solar eclipse, but it's an eclipse nonetheless. And we are entering a partial eclipse coming the 29th of this month, which is actually going to happen in less than 3 days from when you see this video. Here you have it, the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands here means something being decided domestically. Something being decided domestically. And here you have it, the Page of Wands. A new leader is going to arrive. This is interesting because here we have justice, the balance, right? And the top of the card here we have temperance, another balance card. There's going to be a sense of balance here. There's going to be an attempt to balance out the scale. But what's really interesting too, if you have not already gone to my community page and check this out, where I talk about like the the astrology, and I add in my psychic challenge into the astrology and what big things are coming to the US and to the world globally and why it's so significant. Well, I'm going to read them to you right now because I think you're going to like it. It says here, if you go down into my post or community page on my YouTube channel, you will find it. So let's see, it says here some key days to look out for. So March 29th, 2025 will mark a partial solar eclipse. It will be a new day in Canada, which may mean something life-changing for Canadians is happening around this time. March 30th of 2025 will mark the first time Neptune entered Aries. The last time this happened was April 11, 1861, one day before the American Civil War began. When Neptune enters Aries, it's said to signal a time of action and purpose. Historically, Neptune in Aries has been linked to revolutionary causes and religious wars. Without certainty, Neptune in Aries in 2025 would lead to a new cultural landscape and a call for action. Expect big action coming from the Vatican and the White House around this time. Democrats and or Republicans may feel compelled to take an action. Countries that are neutral will be no more. Each will be forced to take a side. The Pope may die around this time, or a new vote for a Pope may start around this time period. A new agenda will be laid out for the world by a world's leader. I told you about that, like the leader laying out what's going to happen for the world going forward. March 1st to April 12th, 2025 will mark when Venus enters retrograde and goes from being in Aries back into Pisces. This time period under Venus retrograde is when you can see toxic outcome, the people fighting the making up. We saw this with 45 in the Zelensky hours of the interview taking place in Venus retrograde. A reemergence of an exiled topic or person coming back from the past. This could relate to issues once talked about from the past. I'm seeing people like Putin and Mueller report. Makes sense, we're starting to see Russia come back into the surface. Any sort of connection will be temporary, of course. Spending can be massive this month. This could mean that the congressional funding bill may be larger than ever or larger than normal. This is normally not a good idea financially long term. This period could provide a clear glimpse on how weak the economy truly is. It may even crash. Lastly, old insecurities may arise during this time. Expect problems related to America's hidden past to reemerge and cause new issues. That seems to make a lot of sense because once we enter Neptune in Aries again, that's going to reemerge a lot of issues. Everybody's got segregation right back in the United States again. March 14th to April 16, 2025 will mark when Mercury enters retrograde and goes from being in Aries back into Pisces. When we enter, misinformation will be rampant during this time. AI may be a contributing factor to this. This also includes any possibilities of election taking place around this time. Will be true. We just had a Pennsylvania election yesterday. We also will have an election on April 1st for Florida's 2 congressional races that could alter the House of Representation and whether or not the Democrats are able to regain back the House of Representatives. This also includes any possibility of any election taking place around this time. Slowness, and lack of communication around health and disease is to be expected. I'm getting a hint around animal health related to foodborne illnesses. Technology may go down in some parts of the country due to accidents occurring. Expect more crashes to occur during this time, whether it's of the physical or of the metaphorical, whether it's physical or metaphorical. Traveling during this time period is not advised. The White House may see 45 give his first press address to the nation regarding accidents, but may receive false information regarding them because people who are around him are afraid to be honest and upfront with him. I don't know if this relates to what happened with the leak today. Yesterday with the text leak. I don't know if that's in regard to that, but we will see what that talked about. This is all, again, my channeling. And Elon may be a center here in some way. If any scientific travel takes place here, expect something horrific to go wrong. So that is what I got. Again, you can all see that. This is what this says here. 2 weeks ago it was recorded. I'm so sorry. But anyway, besides the point, that's what I'm getting. I'm not getting any other information, I'm not getting any other information. Let's just take a quick look at the index cards, see if we get any info, and then we'll end off today's video. So if you are new here, welcome. So the way these cards work is essentially that if it's colored, it means it's major. If it's white, it means it's minor. Alright, so spirits and angels tell me about information related to the leak. The text leak with Peter Hegseth. And the war plan and confidential information being leaked publicly and sent to a journalist. Okay, so I'm being told to take this color. I'm also being told to take this blue. Or is it any blue or just this blue? Okay, and then take the white. Are there any other colors? They're telling me yellow for a pop. That's what they're saying. A yellow's popped. Is this the one? So this one. Okay. Alright, so that's what they told me. So let's go ahead, let's see what's going on. So this is the pop, this is the truth. Okay, let's see. The first card here we have planned. Okay, planned. I love how they confirm this. Then the next card is here we have climate. This is again, they're trying to create a desired climate, trying to send off a warning. This is what it is. They're sending a warning, clear warning. What is the minor arcana? We have here judge. Right? They're trying to say, we are going to be the judge. If you judge us, this will be what happened. This is a plan, this is a warning. And here, what is the information? What's the popping? It's fake. So, yeah, so if you're wondering why nothing's happening, this is the information I get. I don't know if other people are saying this, but that's what I'm getting. I'm going to trust my intuition here. Again, this video is just for entertainment purposes only and for advice purposes only as well. Hope you guys liked today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I will see you all in the next time. Until then, peace out. I love you. Oh, and just so you know, like I said, I can't really see the word. Alright, bye.